Greetings RC friends, welcome to Props and Wheels. I am back with the dud. If you watched the last episode, this turned out to be a dud. It is Flybear or Fei Xiong Cessna 182. The designation number is also FX801. It's a 2-channel airplane, and I had high hopes because out of the box it felt really high quality. Everything came together very quickly within like a couple minutes, and it felt nice and solid. And then I tried to fly it, it made a loop. Whoa! Oh wow! So it was extremely tail heavy, and I added a bunch of weights to the front, one dime, 1 penny at the end, and it was still climbing and doing like purposing. And it turned out one of the issues is this is on off. It is not proportional. So you are trying to turn, it's all on or all off. Of course the throttle is proportional, but that doesn't help it to turn. So the turns were very sudden. The other problem was it was very windy. So today it is calm. It is past 6 p.m. So things are nice and calm right now. And I'm going to give it another shot, and I also put 2 pennies instead of 1 dime and 1 penny. So it has a little bit of more nose weight. And if you kind of guess the balance point, it is now nose heavy. And so it will be flying a little faster. Let's try and see if I can make it a semi-bud. It's definitely not going to become a bud, but at least it won't stay a dud, somewhere in between, that people can enjoy for 25 bucks. So let's give it another chance. All right, climbing again. A little more controllable right now, definitely. It is turning left, and it's losing a lot of altitude if I keep turning, because it is on or off. So I'm giving like small pulses to turn. It is not the new style. I know the old timers may say, hey, that's how we used to fly, you know. Oh, it's out of control. Okay, so it lost connection for a second and it was just going down. All right, I'm going to, I think, land it and then try to maybe, oh, can I catch it? We'll see. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to bend the rudder a little bit, and I'm hoping that perhaps I can just balance it a little better so it's not leaning left all the time, rolling left all the time. It's like I want it to fly a little more straight. Okay, so it keeps banking left. So what I'm going to do is kind of try to maybe push the whole tail a little. It looks straight to me, but I can also try to bend the rudder to the right a little bit. I mean, it could be there could be a bunch of reasons. Maybe the differential thrust is not the same. Maybe one of the propellers or motors is facing the wrong way, not straight. So let's try and see, but it's definitely flying better today. Although it could have been such a nicer plane if they did 2 things. Fix the CG, first thing, and then make the turn proportional. I cannot imagine that will be too costly. I'll be willing to pay another $2-3 just for that. All right, let's try again. No, it just keeps, do you see it keeps banking left? And what I can do is I can put the pennies to the right hand side and see if that helps. But compared to the other day, I mean, it is flying definitely better. So those 2 pennies really made a big difference. So let's make a, so when you're turning, you have to give a lot of throttle, especially if you are going to sustain the turn, because it's losing altitude when you are turning, because it is on off, as I mentioned. So I can move the pennies to the right hand side and see if that will balance that left banking tendency. Again, I'm not used to like pulsing it, but that's what you have to do, I guess. Alright, a little closer. But right now it's flying nice. So on a calm weather like this one, if you add 2 pennies, you should be able to fly it okay, as long as you keep your hands in check. Because if you sustain it and start going down, so I just give right, and then so you see it's starting to dive, so, and it starts undulating. So you have to give like a quick short inputs for turning. I so much wish this was proportional. It could have been a real bud. Even with like adding pennies, I would have selected as a bud, because right now it is flying so nicely when it's going straight. Okay, let me bring it a little close and personal. Hopefully that's personal enough. And then doing some low passes here as I get a little more comfortable. It definitely did not like the wind. Whoa, yeah, I did a sustained turn and then it got a little out of control. It definitely helps if you're going to sustain it to increase the power a little bit. It's just all timing in the hands. So let me bring it back, and I'm going to attempt to put the penny, at least one of them, to the right hand side of the fuselage, so maybe that will be a little better. Overshot myself. Okay, let's bring it a little lower. I'm trying to do a hand landing. You can definitely have fun with it as a frisbee. Okay, so I'm going to move one of the pennies one at a time. I don't want to move both of them to the right hand side, to the right, and see if it makes a difference. So here we go. Now as you can see, one penny on the right hand side, one penny on the bottom, and almost all the way to the front. Let's see if it makes a difference. Well, still leaning left. I mean, you can see it, visually see it. Maybe it needs some weight on the wing. And going this way, yeah, it is flying a little more straight. Maybe it's a little affected by the wind. Skimming the ground, and then let's bring it back in this way. Another close on personal too, close to personal. Yeah, it is becoming fun. Not as fun as the C-17 or the Baby, but you know, you can just get like a low flybys like this, almost touch and go. At least the throttle is really proportional. I mean, I can really fine tune it. It's not that difficult. And most of the time I'm like half throttle, as you can see. On the turns you have to be a little careful, and then you have to maybe increase the speed slightly. And in the air it really looks like a Cessna 182. I'm serious. From far away, I mean, if you're not banking, it actually goes pretty good. It looks nice and scale. Uh-oh, dogs. Okay. Bring it back. I don't want it to be dog food. Yeah, I mean, it redeemed itself a little bit, definitely, with this. I just wish it had proportional turn controls. And I even tried to bind it to my Radiomaster TX16S yesterday, and I found an FX protocol and tried it out. It didn't have the right number. I think it was 836. This is 801, and it didn't bind. I tried all my, I don't know what happened. I think my finger was on the turn, right turn, and it lost altitude. At least we know that it is quite sturdy. So anyway, I was saying that I tried to bind it to all the other controllers of 2-channel, even 3-channel airplanes, and none worked. So yeah, it's again still leaning to the left, going that way. So let's coming back here. Is it going to lean to the left again? Yeah, it is leaning towards left, and then okay. So maybe I should move one of the second penny to the right as well and see if it makes a difference. A voice inside says it's not going to make a difference because that's not much leverage in terms of, it's only maybe 1 centimeter off to the right from the axis, a central axis. So it's not going to give much turning tendency. So, but it's worth a try. So let's put first penny and then second penny on top of it, and both on the right hand side, and I'm hoping that's going to help. They say never change 2 things at the same time, science, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to try to bend this tail section a little to the right as well again, and see if it makes a difference. Last flight, famous last words. Okay. I think it helped. It definitely helped. It still has some tendency when I power it up, but it's definitely going straight this time. And now it's not going, and lost the signal. Oh, okay. So it doesn't have much range. This is the second time it's happening. Keep it close. Okay, folks, if you buy this, keep it close. I was like chasing it. And actually it's leaning to the right more now. I may have overdone it, but yeah, it is leaning to the right now. I overdid it. Okay, I'm getting good in catching, huh? So maybe I bent the back too much. Let's straighten it a little bit. Yes, never change 2 variables at the same time, one at a time, because you don't know which causes, if it's a combined effect or one or the other. Yeah. I'm going to keep it a little higher, except when I'm coming towards me, because there are a lot of people and a lot of dogs right now, kids as well. Not a great combination with radio control airplanes. Alright, I think you are getting bored to death. I'm sorry, I just really want to test this and make it better. I hope this video helps you to make this airplane a little better, a little easier to fly if you end up getting one. As I mentioned, I got this for $25. The seller was actually selling it more, it was a little more. Like if you purchase one, it's from eBay, they were asking for 27 some change. And then I made an offer of $25, he accepted it, or he or she, I'm not sure. And then With the tax, it was close to $27. I mean, I consider that pretty cheap, inexpensive, fun, because it comes with everything except the AA batteries for the transmitter. So if you end up buying it, make sure these kind of adjustments, so you can at least enjoy it a little bit. Again, it is not a bud. In this condition, it is not a dud either, so it's in between. Semi-dud or semi-bud, if you are a pessimist or optimist, what you want to call it. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please, as always, leave them below. Again, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and healthy. Hope to see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.